What's up, everybody? KJ here. Let's get right into my thoughts on episode 858 of Detective Conan, titled The Mystery of Beika Street Crossroad, or The Beika Street Crossroad, Part 2. Our inspiration for the review came from the actual episode. Link is in the description below. This important thing segment will be a little bit long, mainly because it's not the sequel, but the second part of a pretty big mystery. I mean, it's a TV original, yeah, or a filler case, if that's what some people call it, but it was still a pretty big case in my opinion, so, yeah. Alright, so let's start with the important thing segment as stated before. We find that the friend of the late neighborhood president had to judge some submissions on the night of the murders, so the culprit who happened to be in the cafe overheard it and used it to their advantage. At first, Conan believes it was either the guy who first discovered the victim, or the woman who really wanted the neighborhood president to talk to the first victim. Later he finds out that both people couldn't have done it. Conan then sees the cafe owner taking some of the mystery books in her cafe home. Conan then finds out that a lot of the books in the cafe have the same author. He also finds out that this author made ridiculous mystery stories and confirms it with a friend because, he judges mystery writing submissions. Conan goes to the cafe and goes on a walk with the cafe owner. Conan explains that the culprit hated the friend, so they decided not to kill him, but to frame him instead. However, the culprit couldn't frame the friend if he didn't have a motive. But the culprit used the fact that the friend was examining the warehouse's treasures as a motive and replaced his lighter with another one while he was in the cafe. Conan explains how the culprit carried out their plan and manipulated the situation and investigation multiple times. The evidence was the mysteries in the cafe. The author's submissions were rejected by the friend, which is why the culprit hated him. Conan then reveals the true culprit, the cafe owner. The cafe owner explains that her works were insulted in front of her in the cafe, but the friend didn't know that she was the author because she used a different name. And with that, the cafe owner is arrested. Later on, Conan explains what the cafe owner / author's work, the melting weapon, is about. Apparently, it's a locked room murder, and the culprit uses a poison slug to kill the victim. And because of the victim's sweat, the slug is killed, so there's no weapon. However, there are some inconsistencies, like how the slug made its way to the sleeping victim in the first place, and how the slug didn't die from the poison that was applied to it. But anyway, that ends this important thing segment. So my review starts right now. I can't believe I was actually right with the prediction of the culprit. If you don't remember, in my review of episode 857, I actually predicted that the cafe owner could be the murderer, but I didn't have a motive for her at the time. Now that it was explained to me in this episode, I can sort of understand why she did it. But again, these culprits are always crossing the line, just like Conan said. The animation in this episode was amazing, especially when Conan was explaining how the culprit carried out their plans and when he revealed the culprit as well. I also like, that shadow that they use when they don't know who the culprit is, or when they don't know who, like, the person that they're talking about is, and it's like a shadowy person, and it could be a man or a woman or anything. But I liked how the shadow that they used for the culprit kind of cracked apart and revealed the cafe owner. That was actually really cool. But this case wasn't like other cases, though, because the cafe owner, aka the culprit, purposely left some evidence to show that she was involved in the case and that she was the murderer. Although most people miss these things, most of the other cases have the culprit trying to hide their involvement in the case rather than it just being there, But still, it was a very great episode. Also, regarding cafe owner's story, I kind of find it hard to believe as well, because personally, I feel like the slug wouldn't know why they're going to the victim. They wouldn't know how to get to the victim. What would be so special about the victim that they want to go to its head or any exposed part of it and kill it? And so the victim really would have never died in the first place, because, like I said before, unless it was like a robotic slug or a slug that you could control, the slug would have never found its way to the victim unless maybe there was some food there or something. But still, yeah, those are just my thoughts. That concludes this review. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. What did you think of this episode of Detective Conan? Who did you believe was the culprit? Were you right in your prediction? Did you like the animation in this episode? Does the cafe owner's mystery work hold up for you? If you have any questions, thoughts, theories, suggestions, comments, or concerns, please let me know about them in the comments down below. With all that being said, until next time, I'll see y'all later.